unfortunately, is guess and hope and pray. Getting back to your question, it's extremely important to have other agencies help you out. Especially with a large incident like this, you're going to need multiple agencies to help because of manpower issues. And hopefully, and I know down in Florida, they train with their area neighbors so that, the different departments can understand each other's capabilities, what they bring to the table, the types of equipment that they have. And because one agency alone can't handle such a large event like this.
Chief, what do you take from the fact, because you pointed out something so important there, that there have been no reports of a person either taken into custody or a person neutralized? We have yet to hear anything. What is your takeaway?
Again, I don't want to guess, but I would imagine that if they did capture somebody or they had somebody in custody, that would have gotten out. I know in situations like this, because it's a mass event, that they're going to have somebody that's representing the law enforcement agencies in terms of the media response. And so I can pretty much assure very shortly, we're probably going to have some type of media event from somebody that's in charge at that scene to at least give us some additional information on how many people are injured, what their injuries are, and what their circumstances are. But the fact that they didn't come out with somebody captured could mean that the person is down and that we just don't have information, or that they are holding it from the public. I would imagine if somebody did escape from that shooting and they were on foot, they would definitely put something like that out to the area to let not just the campus know, but the area residents, so that they also can be aware that somebody dangerous might be fleeing and might be running around their neighborhood. So again, we would just have to guess as to what the situation is with the suspect.
So, Chief, talk about the reunification process, because Sandy Hook, obviously in elementary school, we know that there are parents who drop their kids off every single day. Obviously, a different situation than when we're talking about a university campus. But in a situation like this, how do authorities, make sure that worried parents know that their kids are safe? Because, it's certainly a different situation.
Yeah, that's a very tough situation. I mean, you could have 5,000, 10,000 individuals, some living in dorms, some living off campus in apartments, some have the week off, some are in school. So unfortunately, there probably is no easy way for them to do reunification with an entire college campus. Obviously, they do have ways of escorting people out and evacuating people, but to put them in touch with their parents, it's probably just a situation where the students would have to reach out to their parents individually. And unfortunately, when you have situations where there are persons that are injured or worse, those people would probably, law enforcement would reach out to their loved ones for them or with them to ensure them that they, have their loved one and are treating them.
And what is most important for those law enforcement officers out there right now? We know many different agencies. What is their number one focus at this moment, do you think?
Well, I mean, the first focus, and it seems like they've already done that, is to stop the shooting. That seems to have stopped. Second is to care for the victims and evacuate anybody from harm's way. That seems to have already been accomplished. Now it's a matter of starting that investigation and, putting a crime scene together, perhaps now looking into the suspect if they have any information whatsoever, looking at social media, trying to get warrants together to search that person's residence and known associates. And so the investigation starts almost immediately after the shooting stops.
All right. Police Chief Christopher Vangeli, thank you so much for giving us some of your time and your input. Certainly a tragic situation.